Hello and welcome to Tarot Speaks. This is your November 2018 checkup for Virgo. We're going to be looking at your overall energies as well as your thoughts, your communications, the energies you're drawing towards yourself, as well as the energies you're giving out, what may be holding you back and what will help you move forward. Your overall energies are the Ace of Swords. Don't be deterred by challenges along the way. It's important to communicate clearly and accurately. Amazing new ideas that should be implemented. Forgiveness. You are now able to activate the power of love in order to release past hurts. And mysticism. This is about not knowing what the future holds, not maybe some secrets, maybe some things hidden that you're not sure of, not knowing what's coming. So you may gain some clarity, some truth in terms of a particular person or situation where you weren't clear on what was going on. You may have dreams or some sort of realizations of needing to ask for forgiveness or give forgiveness to a particular individual. So we're going to look at your thoughts. We have the Six of Summer. This is the Six of Cups. Children or childhood. The return of people or romances from your past. Remembering events differently in a better or worse light than how they really occurred. Joy. You delight in the love of life and bring a spirit of fun into all that you do. And gratitude. This is about being grateful for the people and the situations and the things that grew you throughout these past few months. So overall, with the Six of Cups, joy and gratitude, we're talking about being nostalgic about the past and the things that made you happy in the past, the people who made you happy in the past. You may be thinking about a past person or situation and really just realizing how the experience has affected you now and how you feel about it now. You may be just reevaluating a past situation that you were happy about or that you were happy in. So in your communications, we have the Three of Pentacles. Allow your passion, follow your passion when it comes to your career. Be the best at what you do. Being compensated for your creative talents. Trust. You have a strong connection with your soul's loving voice and have faith in your intuition. And rejection. This is about evaluating situations that maybe you may have rejected in the past, or maybe some rejection you may have faced when it comes with other people. When we're looking at your communications, it looks like you're wanting to work with someone that you're trusting, but you're not sure that if they will reject you or accept you or not, and you may need to just communicate what's on your mind in order to come out of this thinking that maybe I'll be rejected. In order to know what it is that will happen, you're going to have to put the work in. You're going to have that conversation about wanting to build with another individual or make some sort of plans in order, and trust that you won't be rejected from this situation. Trust that this situation can be built upon if everyone puts their work in. So you need to have certain conversations this month in order to connect with others. In your heart space, you have unity. Do the right thing for the right reason. Compare traditional versus new approaches to see which works for you, which one works for you, either the old way or the new way. A spiritual-minded community. Self-love. You realize that the love of self is necessary to love another. And impartiality. This is about balancing things out and making things equal and fair for all the individuals involved. Or in terms of your heart space, your emotions, you want to come to a place of self-love where you're balancing yourself out during this month. This is about balancing your own emotions, realizing the good traits in yourself, giving to yourself as well as giving equally to another person, or being able to do so, or giving to yourself so that you are able to give to another equally and fairly, and maintaining a sense of commitment and doing the right thing for yourself during this month. The energies that you are attracting is the Two of Cups, Two of Summer. Falling in love or making serious commitment to someone, forgiveness and resolution of a problem. Don't give up. Your relationship can be healed. Cause and effect. You are aware that the love you create in your thoughts is an agent of change and the foundation of your results. And perception, closing the door on past hurts, past pains, past situations that did not promote your growth, and focusing on the growth and stability that you have in front of you. So overall, as you begin to be more grateful for the past connections that you have made, the decisions that you made to either reject or accept situations with particular individuals, balancing yourself out by loving yourself enough to gain clarity on things that were hidden, gaining clarity on secrets, deceptions, or what have you, forgiving those people, but also being able to move forward and close the door on the past will allow for you to be open to new romantic situations, new partnerships or contracts, and allow you to also close the door on past situations. So that's the energy that you're attracting this month. The energy you're showing is renewal. Review the past and the present so you can plan a bright new future. Understanding your life purpose. Releasing judgments of yourself and others. Vision. No matter what, you see the bigger picture of a loving, just universe. And soulmate, connecting with your higher self, connecting with your self-love, your knowledge and wisdom and knowing, connecting with your heart as well as your higher self. So overall, how you're being viewed as a brand new individual with a sense of direction. You're very intuitive. You know what you want and how you want to go about building relationships. You're being more open, non-judgmental, just by using your wisdom in terms of choosing the next steps in order to follow through or build upon your plans. I feel like with this, the clarity that you've gained, it maybe have to do with maybe changing situations or tweaking the way you're communicating with individuals or how you're approaching situations, because you have a certain vision for the direction you want things to take now, and people are seeing this, that you're making better decisions. What may have held you back? Life experience. This is the Tower. Let go of belief systems that no longer work for you. An important life-changing event, a situation that leads to significant opportunities. Virtue. You acknowledge your loving spiritual attributes that encourage others to grow. An impasse. This is about not being able to go any further in the situation because there's a different route you need to take, or because you don't know that there's danger ahead and you're being guided to a new direction. So you may have a sudden situation that have happened, maybe a foundation that came down that wasn't for your highest good, and you came to a place where you were at an impasse and you had to choose a new path. So now you have some sort of acknowledgement of why things may not have gone the way you wanted in the past, and now you're getting clear on how you can redirect your sense of direction, or redirect your redirect your plans to overcome roadblocks, to overcome these blocks and take a new opportunity or take a new route. And you may not know the outcome of what the outcome of this may be, but it will be for your highest good. So whatever impasse, whatever had to fall away, whatever experience tower moment you may have experienced that kept you from being able to go towards a certain individual or a certain job or a certain place, understand that that situation wasn't for your highest good, and that you need to let that go and move on a different, go in a different direction. What will help you move forward? Awakening. This is the Hangman. Change the way that you are looking at the situation. Embrace your uniqueness. A temporary pause in action. Loyalty. Your reliability demonstrates your loving sense of devotion and consistency of being. And renewal. This is about growth, birth, understanding that you are one with everything and that you can maintain your own sense of stability and happiness within yourself and promote that growth around you as well. So what will help you move forward is to see things from a different perspective, maintaining your sense of loyalty to your own self-worth and your own self-growth in terms of what you want, what you don't want, what you will accept and what you won't accept. You want to do the best things that are right for you and close the door on past situations. Anything that you need to reject, anything that you need to let go of, you need to offer forgiveness for that situation and for those people, or for even for yourself, and move forward. Even if you don't know what's going to happen in the future, there is a sense of growth here. There is a sense of having what it is that you need to prosper and to be able to help yourself as well as others, and to maintain a sense of happiness through your loyalty to gaining enlightenment or seeing things from a higher perspective when it comes to endings, and when it comes to what you're communicating, when it comes to how you've been thinking about particular individuals, and what actions are necessary in order for there to be a renewal, whether this is in a relationship or in a job situation. Maybe coming to the realization of how you can be more loyal or dedicated to a person, or seeing someone else's awareness of how they need to be more loyal to a situation to bring renewal to a relationship, and that will help you move forward. So overall, you gain some sort of clarity this month, some sort of truth, acknowledgement that brings in the opportunity to forgive. Even if you don't know what the outcome of the situation is going to be, you still have some sense of clarity, cutting away of the old, or cutting away of a situation, forgiving that situation and going off on your own, or cutting away from that those past hurts and pains, and forgiving these individuals for actions of the past, even though you may not know how things are going to manifest moving forward. You're nostalgic about what may have happened in the past, as well as communicating that the need to reject an offer, or the need to accept something after being rejected, in terms of someone you were working with, wanting to work with someone. Maybe you communicate that you don't want to work with someone, that you're grateful for the friendship, or that you're grateful for what you have with that individual, but maybe you don't feel the same way about someone that they feel, the same. You don't feel the way someone feels about you, and you need to communicate that. Even though you are grateful for the happiness you've endured with this individual in the past, but you want to do what's best for you and bring balance to a situation. You want to still come from a loving place and offer that sense of compassion. But you're closing the door on certain situations and focusing on your stability, your growth, what you can produce moving forward. You're using your intuition in order to guide you as to where to invest yourself emotionally, where to invest yourself when it comes to your finances and when it comes to relationships. You realize that if something isn't working, that you need to take on a new direction. And anything that ends this month will bring you a sense of renewal and freedom to Manifest what it is that you want, and you'll find yourself in a happy place. So clarity this month brings a sense of renewal, self-love, closing the door on past situations, rejecting situations if necessary, understanding when things aren't going anywhere, just by using your intuition, and just being happy for the experience that you've had with particular individuals, even if you can't move forward with them. You have the Eight of Swords. Helpless and hopeless. Having the opportunity or having two paths open to you. Either way, either path that you take, you need to take a step forward and not get stuck in your head. Whatever you decide to do, I feel like one path is either going to lead to you being stuck in the same old cycle, and another path is opening up to where you can accept things for what they are, move forward, take those new opportunities, find a new way of thinking about a situation. Don't allow yourself to come into a place of fear and lack due to the past. Bringing balance to situations mentally. You may be just reflecting during this time. But the Eight of Swords is a stuck energy. Maybe you're mentally stuck on a particular individual, even after having come to an impasse with that situation and feeling some sort of renewal. Now you're just going over it in your head and needing to decide what your next steps are. Listen, this is your intuition. Use your intuition as you choose a new path, a new direction towards your happiness. The sun in the background is indicating your happiness. You're just needing to take the next steps and not get stuck in the loss or the feeling of loss or the feeling of maybe any disappointments or focusing on this tower moment that may have happened. Don't allow yourself to get stuck in that tower moment space. Take the next step towards your future. Dedicated effort. This is the Eight of Pentacles. Intuitively knowing what to work on, who to work with, how to build in terms of your stability so that you can come to a financial independence and stability. Use your intuition when it comes to who you want to work with, what direction to take. You will know what makes you happy, what brings you a sense of gratitude, what brings you a sense of renewal versus what keeps you stuck. The bottom of the deck. Detach. So this is the Justice card. As you use your intuition, you will have a just outcome in this situation as long as you're putting in the effort to work on changing that mental pattern or any mental patterns or any patterns within situations that have kept you stuck. There may be a sudden change that comes along. You're going to have to intuitively know whether or not you're going to stick with this situation or move forward. What I'm seeing is time to detach from old situations, release them, let them go. Work on yourself and strengthening your intuition so that you make better choices in the future, so that you don't get stuck in situations like you have been in the past. A new love situation may spark a different perception about relationships and bring you a sense of renewal, with the Two of Cups being here. The Two of Cups. A new relationship that may change your perception. Maybe changing your perception of the past so that you can offer forgiveness to that situation and let it go. Or change your perception of relationships in general. You're being asked to connect with your highest self. Visualize what it is that you want moving forward. So there's a sense of doing things the right way. This may be the energy you're taking on now. After experiencing this Tower moment, realizing what's not good for you and that you can't go any further with it, realizing what's not good for you and knowing that you can't move any further with it, forgiving that situation of the past and moving forward. So justice can be found in this situation if you use your intuition as to what to cut out and what to work on, what to invest your time and energy into. And not allowing yourself to be stuck in situations or stuck in a particular relationship or job situation when you can find something that's better suited for your talents and your gifts. It's all about your perception, being grateful for what you've experienced, and so that you can have that sense of renewal, bringing balance to yourself and others through cutting out situations that no longer serve you. If it doesn't serve you, it can't possibly serve the other person as well. So even though you may not know what the situation is going to be in terms of moving forward, there will be fair outcomes. You're just going to have to put the work in and use your intuition when it comes to situations where you face the same scenarios, and making the right judgments not to get back into situations that aren't going to promote your growth. So, I hope these messages were helpful to you. Please like, share, and subscribe. Comment below. Let me know how these videos are resonating for you. And if you like a personal reading, my information is in the description box. Thank you so much to my new and my old subscribers for watching. And until next time.